This is going to be fairly quick, but it's an update on Hedera. I think this is very important. This is December 18th. Two different things. Well, I'm going to show you a couple things, but I believe it's important if you want to do well in the market to always be honest with yourself. If you see good information, great. If you see bad information, don't just say, oh, well, that doesn't mean anything. Think about what it really means. And let me show you some good, and I wouldn't call it bad, but maybe some information we've got to keep an eye on. So Hedera today, when I woke up and took a look, this is CoinGecko, as you know, with the top coins. Here's the 1 hour price change, the 24 hour, and the 7 day. Now, when I woke up and I looked at the market in general, I was like, okay, well, it's a down day. Things go up, things go down. But on the 24 hour, meaning the last 24 hours, as you scroll down here, look, the top 11, everything's down. Everything's down, everything's down. I'm going. To my surprise, Hedera was up 3.8% on a day when everything's down. That's the top 20, 21. Hedera's about to get in the top 20. It's soon going to flip Polkadot easily. Then we've got others. I think I had to go down to 33, BitGet token, and some others, Aave and others that were up a little bit. But in the top 20, almost top 30, the only green was Hedera. You might say, big deal. To me, that speaks volumes. If there's profit taking or whatever it may be, consolidation in everything across the market, I like to see that. That's great. That's healthy. Hedera, that speaks volumes in a positive way, that while there may have been profit taking or whatever, what have you across the board, there's this one where people said, not going to take anything out of that one. Actually, I'm going to buy more of that one. That's, to me, fascinating. Now, let's just look at two things here. One, recent information. If you go to their Twitter, you can see they've posted here some information. This one, there's two things I think is fascinating. One, it says today, Equity Lab. NVIDIA, Intel have unveiled verifiable compute, the first hardware-based solution to govern the audit AI workplace. At launch, this is Equity Lab. At launch, every AI computation on compatible Intel CPUs and NVIDIA GPUs will be immediately recorded on Hedera. You can read their press release. There's a link to it. It goes into detail, but I just read the first line. Today, Equity Lab, Intel, and NVIDIA unveiled what they call verifiable compute. The new solution addresses a critical need in the AI industry for trust and verification, particularly as autonomous AI agents become more prevalent. It goes on and on. That's incredible. Working with NVIDIA and Intel. I believe Intel is on their governing council. So people always say, oh, what's this governing council? They're not doing anything. Well, relax. It takes time. It's working. The other one, which you're probably familiar with, but they like to point it out, as well they should, that they use the algorithm SHA 384, whereas everything else like Bitcoin is 256. And some people believe that it's only a matter of time before these supercomputers, quantum computers, whatever you call them, might actually break a 256. 384, I believe, is what the government, when it comes to security, prefers and requires. I guess if you're doing certain contracting with them in various industries, you have to have that. So as far as I know, Hedera is the only, I shouldn't say the only because I don't know, but my understanding is it's one of the top that actually uses 384. Okay, now here's the other thing. I'm not going to call it a huge negative, but I want to point this out. I don't know how many of you realize this, but take a look at Hedera on DeFi Llama, where you can look at many different things. But for example, the total volume locked, Hedera's, recently got into DeFi. I've talked about ones like Saucer Swap and Bonzo and all these others. You can purchase them quite easily through Hashpack, but they tell you total volume locked. And you can see this is everything of all the different projects here below added up. And you see, 2023 kind of stable, 2024 takes off around March, April, when everything went up, dropped, and then took off again. However, up here you can see it changes USD or HBAR. So the question is, even though you see total volume locked go to the moon, well, is that because it was recently, the Hedera was at 4 cents and now it's 30 cents. That's quite the multiple. So if you're looking at USD, has this rise been because more people are locking up Hedera and other things? Or is it because the price just went up? So all you do is click this button here, HBAR. Now it's going to show us everything, but not in terms of USD, in terms of HBAR. So if we zoom in here for 2024, you can see that the amount of HBAR at its peak was around 1.3 billion. And then recently in November, I think when people were taking profits, it dropped, and it's down to about 640. So is that 1.2 to 640? So it's about half. So it has been a significant drop. I'm guessing that's due to possibly profit taking or just people removing things, no longer having it locked up in an exchange, putting it in a private wallet, maybe because they want to hold it for the long term, maybe because they want to be ready to potentially sell it if it goes up. There could be many reasons, but just know that if you look at it in terms of USD, look at that rocket up. But if you look at it in terms of HBAR, so what is fascinating is even though the amount of HBAR was taken off at the same time because of the price rise, the value's gone up. I just wanted to point that out. I'm not saying that's a complete negative, but over time, this is a bull run, so there's many different reasons why it would be pulled out. Just something to keep an eye on. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. Just an update on Hedera. I thought today was very telling to see a green up day. People are buying when everything else people are selling. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. As I say, hope we can all make generational wealth together with crypto. If you find this useful, please hit that like button. Helps the channel out. Have a great day.